Jin Rumi, right? Jin Rumi. Uh, the jinn, right? Demons, they're called in Christian terminology, and Muslim tradition, they're called the jinn. So all magicians have playing cards, right? And they're all run by the unseen world, the genies, right? And the bicycle cards are, this is a mirror of the invisible world that you can't see. Okay, so let's get into the jinn, the demons, and talk about them a little bit. Uh, the Islamic concept, what does it say here? Wikipedia or whatever? Google. Oh, National Institute of Health. Oh, the government. The belief that jinn are real creatures that form a world other than that of mankind, capable of causing physical and mental harm to human beings. That's true. I recommend, if you want to do more, learning on this, the Merciful Servant Jinn series is fabulous. It really is. I would watch the series. It's really great because it's really high value. The content is just really well done. So, and of course, right, a genie, right, genius, a jinn. There's a jinn in us, and there's a jinn in everyone. You have to get rid of it, at least one, if not uncountable. All of them have access. Uh, so a genius is someone that has a jinn in them. And that's how, really, all the Disney characters, everyone but the 7,000, they all have a jinn in them. You see, all of them. And that runs them. The human is subordinate, if it's in there at all, to the jinn. The jinn runs everything. Just like the jinn runs playing cards, runs Las Vegas. They can make, any card appear in anyone holding any hand. They can make things pop in and out of the ether. All the things that you've seen with the magician, you should really watch, what magicians can do, because that's the jinn. You see things pop in and out of the ether. You really need to watch magicians and what they can do on YouTube. There's, I think there's a good, right? There's that one, let's see, it's called the Demon Music Magicians. That's a good series, I think. If you just look up demon, like this guy right here, you should really watch what demons can do. They can pull anything out of the ether, and that just tells you where products come from over there. Watch somebody just pull an entire, French bread, like 4 feet long, out of his hand, and so on. Products pop out of the ether. That's just, they're showing you that's how they come here, right? Santa, right? Oh, just let Santa know, and if you're good, you'll get it. You see Santa, Satan, and the elves, the evils, right? The demons. Santa, Satan, and the evils, right? Obviously. So if you look into, what this is kind of, the jinn are made of smokeless fire, they say, or, you look it up. Man is created out of clay or mud and created jinn from fire. In other words, smokeless fire. Like LOL, Lord of Light, they control the light and they control this place, I did not create jinn and mankind except to worship me. Who's me? You know what I mean? Me 33. I will mislead them all, right? Iblis is, here it is, there is a genie. A genie in the lamp, right? You like a genie in the lamp, you get 3 wishes. Well, you're inside a bubble, a glass, a crystal sphere. That's the lamp. There's a genie in a lamp. Everyone had access. You try and not have access to the jinn. You see what I'm saying? That's the goal, to get them so that they're not in you. That's what, deliverances. The jinn is no longer in you. I have the power of deliverance. I've showed you that I have it. I'm just getting my the church's website organized and the information there and so on for people, so that they have a understanding of reality and they have a place to go look for it. Because once I start going in public and regularly doing baptisms, deliverances, right, exorcisms, all that stuff, and the video that's going to come from that, I want people, I have, it's very difficult for me financially and physically to keep the school running and this church and so on. So, but, that's just the way it is. I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it takes me time to do it right. I'm just doing it right. And then once the church information and the truth is built out so that everyone has access to it, then I'll begin, more displaying it with live events and, that people can come to, and more like the truth and deliverance, basically, which, so I'm working on that, okay, and the things that are gonna that are gonna be there for people on the church to have information. Ultimately I'm going to make it so you can become a minister and have all this information and can go out and help people and so on. So I'm just bringing you through this process, okay? All right. So that's the jinn and what they're up to. And I really recommend you look into this, because you have to know your adversary. You see, we have the name of God, Jesus Christ. You repeat that, and they don't have access to your thought, your mind, your body. You're always praying the name of God. You should always be doing it. And then they don't have access to your thoughts and your soul and your body and all the rest of it. You see, you signed a trust, so they don't have access. Now you got to act like it every day. Say his name. They can't get in there. You see, your thoughts become empty. Then just the quiet whisperings of God will come through. You see, not the jinn. All right. So look into that. You really have to know your adversary, and this information that I'm giving you here is, this is spiritual technology. And not just the information, but how to use it. You beat the jinn, the genies, the demons, you beat them with the name of God and love of God. Right? We're meant to love God. That's it. Okay? So, we all are fighting the same war, The Islamic people and the Christians are all fighting the same war against the same creatures. It's them and it's us, right? Right? Like Star Wars, right? Talking like the jinn, right? What do they call them over there? The Jedi. The Jinnies, right? That's what they're talking about. All the everyone running this place under the dome is the jinn, is the demons. That's who's running things. And even in the Quran it says in here, right in here, that are they different from us? They are not visible to the human eye, but they can make themselves appear to us as a person or an animal. Of course, that's everyone around you, and all the animals around you is them. It says so right here. But it's true, too, just because I'm telling you, that's what's going on. I mean, the Muslims know, the Christians should know, you should know from your experience. This is obvious. Okay, and this is how you beat them. Okay, so someone said to me recently, oh, well, I want to be with her because she's a Christian. I was like, do they have proof they're a Christian? How are they, beating the devil, and they have videos and proof that they're doing that? If they don't have that, well, are they a Christian? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing, is helping our brothers and sisters, get the jinn out of them, the demons. There are methods. You need to do this. Or else, if you don't have proof you're helping people, well, you're not helping them. And so you're not a Christian, right? You're not doing what Jesus was doing. So that's what it means. Oh, you're like Jesus. You're, throwing the demons out of people. You're helping them with the truth. You're not just quoting a book. How's that helpful? Oh, you're a hotel room? Every hotel room has a Bible. That's not how you're saying hotel rooms are going to hotel heaven. Hotel rooms aren't going to heaven. Okay, they're not. So you can't just say, "Oh, I gave them the word." Now, I only had it in the hotel room. So every every Holiday Inn goes to heaven now. I'm like, what? That's no. It's like you have to go out and do these things and free people, or else what? You didn't free yourself. Why? Because you didn't serve your brothers and sisters, so you didn't free yourself. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. Get into all the details of how we can do this and not slide backwards and not come under their power, but instead, get them out of our life and anyone else's life. Because that's what the problem is here. Everyone's got a jinn or a demon running their life and they don't have God. That's the only problem here. So how can you help them? You're gonna have to go out and get that jinn out of them. And that once that is gone, then God has a place to come in. And that's it. That's all that's going on. Nothing else is going on. So this should be your focus. You got to beat them in you first. So, get into this and really learn this, so you can do it for yourself and then others.